Hey guys, Tyler here again with AR500 Armor, and today we're going to do a video on our fragmentation coating and what it's designed to do. 7 years ago, we came out with a solution to contain fragmentation on the front side of steel armor, which inherently was a problem it used to have. We addressed that, and we've kind of led the industry towards that, and we put a lot of effort and quality control, and we've taken a lot of time to master this practice. It's really an art form to apply our buildup coat to our steel armor, which is why we get the performance we do and some other companies do not. Now, what we've done today is you saw us load in our 10x12 plate with our standard buildup coat. This is a level 3 rated plate in our Veritas plate carrier backed by BALLISTIC gelatin. What we've done differently is this time we have a display, an arch of balloons. We have about 50 or so balloons here, maybe a little bit more, and we're gonna be using an AK-47 with Gold Tiger 7.62 by 39 rounds. We're gonna put a couple rounds on the plate and show you guys what our buildup coat is capable of. There will be a clear demonstration and absolutely no way that you will not know if fragmentation is not contained with our coating. We were a little bit worried that muzzle blast was going to pop some balloons. It knocked this up. No balloons were penetrated. And you can see 3 round center mass. I wasn't really aiming for shot placement. I was just putting them on, not super quick, but quick. No fragmentation at all in our buildup coat. Everything is fully contained. Hey guys, Tyler again with AR500 Armor. As you saw in the last video, we're doing some fragmentation demonstrations to show you the capabilities of our buildup coat. In the last video, you saw an AK versus our buildup coat with no fragmentation fully contained inside of a plate carrier. Today, we brought out the Desert Tech 300 Win Mag and our level 3+ curved buildup plate. We're gonna do the same test, this time without a plate carrier, on a fresh BALLISTIC gelatin. Let's see what happens. What I do want to note, because we get this question a lot, is the suppressor is not going to reduce the power of the load. This is a full power load. It is an off-the-shelf hunting round, which means it has a powder that's meant to burn quickly in most rifles, so you get good velocity out of most barrel lengths with the fusion round out of the Desert Tech and 300 Win Mag. So that was 1 round of Federal 300 Win Mag Fusion. We're only about 4 feet away. That's a powerful round. This is our 3+ body armor. With a buildup coat, we have no penetration. We have no fragmentation. The round was hit center mass, you can see right here. So good shot placement. And all the balloons are intact. We knocked one of the sections off. That's just from muzzle blast. All of the balloons are fine. No penetration on the plate or the BALLISTIC gelatin. Hey guys, Tyler here again with AR500 Armor. Now you saw our last 2 videos with our balloon arch testing our fragmentation mitigation coating, and our buildup coat does an excellent job of containing fragmentation. We get compared a lot because of the affordability of our product. We put it out there to be tested, and we're not afraid to let people shoot it. Because it's affordable, people have the funds to test it. What we've done is we've picked up a common, popular level 4 plate. I'm not going to show you the brand because we're not trying to say ceramic armor is bad. Level 4 is great, it has its place, but what we want to show you is the difference between what our buildup coat can do, and we're going to shoot the exact same round as our 3+ plate, which was a 300 Win Mag Desert Tech, on this level 4 plate. Now the level 4 plate will stop up to a 30-06 M2 AP round, so we're not testing it to its full capabilities, but we're going to throw it on a clean BALLISTIC gelatin torso with the same balloon setup we had before, same gun, same distance, everything is the same test. The only thing that has changed is we're using a different different armor system. Now these are more cost prohibitive to test, generally speaking, so a lot of times you won't see as much test data on a more expensive plate compared to the plates that we offer you guys because we aim for affordability and high value. So when you're doing your research, it's important to compare the data points. The best metaphor I have is some guys expect a $500 Glock to be ran over by a tank and still function afterwards, but they might not hold that same standard to a pistol that's $2,000. That's your own opinion to make, and you get to choose the armor system that's right for you. We just want to put the information out there so you know what's going on, and you can see the difference between armor systems and how they perform in similar testing setups. Let's examine this for a second. This was a level 4 plate, ceramic with a composite backing. The video before this was our 3+ plate. Clearly there's different results. Okay, so the same firearm, the same Federal Fusion rounds is our level 3+ lightweight plate. The difference is this is a level 4 ceramic plate. As you can see, the results are quite different than what our buildup code is capable of. Same shot placement, everything was center mass on the plate. This was only one round. You can see the fragmentation on here that came out the front end of the plate. So what we're trying to say here is when you do a comparison and you're choosing your armor, understand what you're watching. There's a lot of guys out there that frankly hate steel armor and don't believe it's viable. That's okay, they don't have to run steel armor. We choose a different path and we believe it's completely viable as an armor product, or we wouldn't be 7 years strong with the lead times, popularity, and demand we do. Now, ceramic armor is an absolutely great option, and it certainly has its purpose, and it's a proven system, and we also sell ceramic as well. But it's important to know the difference, not believe everything you hear, and really choose and learn for the information for yourself to see what's going on. So I want to finish this video discussing why I believe we're dissecting hairs here at this point when we talk about fragmentation and armor. Now, depending on who you talk to, depending on what videos you watch, depending on what was paid, what wasn't paid, what was staged, and what wasn't staged, you might get a different result when you're testing armor. Now, again, in this video, I mentioned the price point differences and the expectation differences of fragmentation. But first, let's talk about fragmentation and what it is. There are two terms that are generally used to describe what you saw here in this series of test videos that we've done across the board with our armor and a popular level 4 plate. Now, fragmentation, when a round impacts your plate and it shatters, fragmentation is what comes off the front end. Spall is what goes through the back end of armor. For example, on an in conjunction system or a level 4 armor, you may get pieces of fragmentation or fiberglass or ceramic or composite that come out the backside of armor. The backside is generally considered the reference for spall. The front side is fragmentation. You can use them interchangeably. Either way, it's a fragmentation going in a place you probably don't want it. Now, the next part to this is, how serious is fragmentation to you? It's a serious concern, and if you have the budget, you should actually go with an option that mitigates fragmentation as much as possible. Keep in mind, a plate in a standalone configuration versus a plate carrier might have slightly different results, but generally speaking, fragmentation is going to vary on shot placement, round type, bullet type, velocity, distance, range, angle of shot. There's a whole slew of variables that determine how fragmentation is performed. So overall, you do want to contain it, but it is second to defeating the round. Now, you want to defeat the round first because obviously a round through your chest is worse than a little bit of fragmentation on the front side of your armor. So what we're doing is asking you to do your research, compare, and decide what armor system is right for you. Whether it's ceramic is great armor, it just has fragmentation on the front side too, and there's a common misconception that only steel armor, even with our buildup coating, has fragmentation as well. Now, we get scrutinized a lot because we're the first to put ourselves out there in the industry. We rejuvenated the steel industry. We kind of brought affordable body armor to civilians, and we recreated the market, and we're excited to do that. We continue to pioneer that, and we're going to continue to do so. But we do want to give you truthful information and cut down some of the internet bias. And again, there's going to be people who don't think steel is a viable option for them, and that's okay. Polyethylene and ceramic are products we make and stock and carry as well. Now, there's other brands that make good products, not just us. But the bottom line is, do your research, pay attention to what you're getting, and decide the importance of options like the build-up coat or running a ceramic plate, and truly understand the type of armor and the capabilities you're getting with the product.